And, Carl went, "Have you got a question?" I went, "No." He said, "Well, something about the Elephant Man." I went,
Something about the Elephant
yeah,
Man.
and I went, yeah. You know, John Merrick? He went, yeah. He went, yeah, something about that. Awful, wasn't it? I went, you know when Michael Jackson actually bid for the skeleton of that? And, he went, what, would the skeleton be affected? I went, without it grows, that's what happens, it's nice. And he went, you don't see any of that about these days, do you? And I just said, save it.
Although, of course, you have to put on these masks when you play Donutters, so in a strange way, that looks kind of Merrick-esque.
Yeah.
The game, if I should just tell people listening, is Elephantastic.
It is.
It says that on the box.
It is Elephantastic. It is Elephantastic.
I mean, you yourself, can I say a question actually? This is a possible question.
Okay. Should we sign it first?
We should sign it, but, based on the Elephant Man question, obviously, we all know who directed the Elephant Man film.
Sure.
Don't we? Yeah.
Parker, no.
David Lynch.
Lynch, of course, yeah.
But, do you know who one of the people that got that film made was? He's a very famous comedian. It was his production company that got it up and running. He may be an executive producer. I think he was even the producer of it. And, he's an famous American comic. Actually, you wouldn't imagine this was the same guy who is also producing a very serious, sober film like The Elephant Man, alright? We want to know who was that man.
It's a bit hard for that.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, that'll separate the meat from the chat.
I don't know. Have you seen anything else that's Elephantastic? Not even Wellephant was Elephantastic. He was Wellefantastic.
Rick, have you got any more memorabilia that you want to give to people? Maybe
get rid of,
because I have to say, I've got
the council won't take it away.
I've got loads of junk in my house. I've got an old fridge freezer in the front garden. Anyone's welcome to come and pick that up anytime. I'll sign it for them.
But what about children climbing in it? That's not one of those with the handles, is it?
There's several children trapped in there at the moment. Yeah, but that's a sobering lesson.
You know what?
Council who won't come and pick it up.
It's a problem though, isn't it? Because you can't just
smash it up. You're right.
Anymore. I don't know what you meant to do.
Well, listen, right, when I was growing up, I remember the council, used to charge £5 or something to take away, like, cookers and fridges, so my dad used to bury them. Down the bottom of my garden, I don't know, there's a cooker, there's a fridge, there's a freezer of some sort, there's a dog and a couple of cats, they were dead.
I'm not saying my father's quite a mean man, as you know, but my dad used to do that with dead relatives.
Yeah, because those funeral parlours take the piss.
Very expensive.
So a funeral can be, you know, up to 40 quid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Whereas a shovel, borrowed off the bloke next door, that's a massive saving.
And not given back, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, he's gonna go soon. What's he gonna say?
Okay, to win Donutters, signed by Mr. Ricky Gervais and two other blokes you've never heard of. It's Elephantastic!
Yeah.
And the question is, what was the name of the famous comedian, American comedian?
Give out the number.
That produced, and had heavy production involvement in the film The Elephant Man. The email address is ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Carl, what's the, phone number?
08700 800 1234.
Right, next up, we've had a lot of requests. Carl's popularity is growing. They want to hear his Super Mega Mix, the Britney Spears thing. Big it up.
Yeah, it's good.
Tell us what it is.
Alright, it's, Mark being Blade, the vocals of The Unknown, over Britney Spears. Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Let's hear it. It's highly illegal.
Go on then, back announce it, Carl, it's yours, go on.
That's, Mark being Blade there, with a bootleg.
And what's it called? You called it something, haven't you? You cleverly called it something. What did you call it?
Nick This Record One More Time.
Good. Very good.
Carl Pilkington there, breaking all kinds of copyright rules.
Now, coming up, we're going to be talking a little bit of Feng Shui. The art of moving things around so it's better.
The ancient Oriental art of rearranging your living room.
Yeah, the ancient art of don't sit near a window.
Exactly.
Because you won't get any money for it. And we've got a book.
Well, we've been exploring Feng Shui for our amusement.
Yeah, and we're going to be reading some great things.
This is just good. It's good, solid Feng Shui advice for us.
I mean, what do you need to know? I mean, just keep those questions coming to us. If you've got any question for Carl, don't forget that's an ongoing thing. Anything in the world, any question, personal problems, philosophies, on like it can be out of the. Just ask Carl if you want. You know, just ask Carl. Okay. All right, Carl, you're up for that, aren't you?
Yeah. That's
and you give your honest opinion, won't you? Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we give away Donutters?
Oh, it's been won. Who's won it, Carl?
Scott Hammond.
Well done.
Well done, Scott.
He'll be loving that. He's probably going to have a party, especially to play Donutters.
We've had a number of right answers, but I'm afraid Scott's the winner. And the question, of course, was which famous American comedian was heavily involved in the production of the film The Elephant Man? It was, of course, Mel Brooks.
Surprising.
And he's got a company called Brooks Films.
Our first person that called in, I think he was a bit confused. He said, "Is it testicles?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He went, what? The producer went, testicles?
Yeah.
What was that illness years ago? Right? There was, couple of lads at our school
Oh, yeah.
had really big heads
Right.
and webbed fingers.
And webbed fingers.
And
Sorry, wait. Was that... Hold on, did you find him in a pond? Did they used to be little tadpoles?
no,
Carl, you're not confusing your past with an old episode of
No,
Doctor
no.
Who, are you?
What were they called, these two?
Oh, I didn't mix with them. It was just like... Of
course not.
There was nobody thought anything of it at school, because
No,
like,
sure.
you used to it.
Yeah, it's the North.
There goes the creature from the Black Lagoon again.
yeah. He's
It's
late.
brilliant in trigonometry.
He's late for double maths.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't think anything of
What
it.
is it called? What is the disease called where two fellas... Are they...
Not even related.
Rubbish!
Not related.
Were you near a nuclear power station when you were growing up?
Yeah.
You weren't really?
Yeah.
God, this explains so much.
This has got
Well,
a bit
I don't
heavy.
think that's it.
Hey, talking of enormous heads,
Yeah.
you were at the Pop Idol final, weren't you, Rick? You went
Yeah.
down there just because obviously Rick's a huge fan of Pop Idol. He wanted to be there. He wanted to
Yeah.
give his support.
Quite seriously, there was no irony there. We were
Yeah, he
having a
genuinely
great
is a
time.
fan of it. And he was, you sort of had photos taken with various people,
Yeah,
didn't
of
you? 'Cause
course.
you were a bit drunk and you wanted to have
Yeah.
a memento of it. And it's obviously
Yeah.
a picture of you with Fat Man Rick Waller.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the best one is a picture of Ricky and his girlfriend with Dr. Fox.
Yeah.
Whose head
It's twice the size of mine.
any other head. It's quite remarkable. I
He's
don't know
like
how
a
they make
barrel.
it.
He's a lovely bloke, and he was really nice to meet him and everything. But and he looks like an immaculate tan, and he's always happy, and he's, you know, he's
It
just
looks
really
on the
good.
picture, it looks like someone you might see in a carnival who's built a huge papier-mâché head. And it's like Frank Sidebottom, just sort of walking down the road. It's just incredible.
Dr. Fox didn't used to go to your school, did he? He used to hang around with a mate. They were great swimmers. They were brilliant swimmers. Oh, God.
Have we got another song lined up?
Yeah, what are we going to play?
But for a munch.
Bit of who?
For a munch.
Let's hear it.
Faramunch, got ya. XFM 104.9. Well, as we promised, some feng shui. What do you want to know? Ratio of windows. It's one of those little books that you see at the sort of like the front desk of like Waterstones or Dillon's or one of those. And it's just, it's a little guide. It's, should I say what it is? I'm allowed,
may as
aren't I? Lillian Two's little book of, feng shui. And, obviously you can't go into it in depth, but it's some little, you know.
Just some little sort of nuggets, I suppose.
Yeah,
isn't it?
ratio of windows. The ratio of windows to doors in your rooms should not exceed 3-1. Too many windows calls all your luck to seep away. Obviously. Hello. It is also better not to have windows on the wall opposite the door.
Is that the case in your place, Carl? Because you may need to brick that up when you get back later.
I always remember, I used to work nights,
Yeah.
right? And it was when my brother just sort of got kicked out of the army.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad went away on holiday, so he was staying with us.
He's got to write a book, this bloke. You have got to write a book, Carl. Go
I
on.
came back,
Yeah.
and there was women everywhere. There's women in every bed in the house. I thought, where am I going to sleep?
Had he set up a brothel? What?
So, no, it's just a bit of a one.
That's
so-
impressive, though. A girl in every single bed. I mean,
So he was mad. So, I slept on the sofa downstairs, and I didn't sleep that well.
yeah,
But I slept on it before when it was facing a different way,
sure.
and I had a good sleep.
So for you, that's
So-
proved the worth of feng shui.
Yeah, I think there's something in it.
Did you honestly think there's something in it, though?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, we'll just read a few of the others, Rick.
Okay, well, listen. It's not. I think most people know this one. Display the three-legged frog for luck. Look for a three-legged frog. You can buy one from any Chinese supermarket, and place it in the vicinity of your front door, facing inwards as if it has just come into the house. Don't place the frog facing the door. Please.
Oh, come on, people.
What?
Think before you place your frog.
I mean, this really is. I mean, but.
What's the last page? Because that will be the most important one, won't
Do you reckon?
the last one,
The wealth vase. Make a wealth vase and keep it hidden in your cupboard. It can be made of gold, crystal or glass. Can I just say something? If you've got a vase made of gold, you're probably alright for money anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
But this is the wealth vase. How to make the wealth vase?
Fill it with semi-precious stones and with soil taken from a rich man's garden.
So just find the soil of a rich man. Take some soil from the
this is like bury a piece of steak and the water will go.
Yeah.
I have a tooth of frog. This is...
Is the one there with the gods? Can you find that one?
Oh, where's that one? Yeah.
What do you make of feng shui, Carl?
I
Is it
think
something you
it's,
believe in?
Well, like I said, I didn't sleep well on the sofa when it
So
was
for you,
facing the
that's
door.
proof positive.
Yeah, you've got to get it right, haven't you?